Welcome to the lecture on mathematics. In this lecture, we are going to discuss laws of indices. It's a very important topic in mathematics. It will help you to solve the examples. Now, let's begin with the first law. The first law, a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m plus n. That is, we can add the power of the number if the number is same and it is in the form of product. For example, under root of 3 into 3 square. Here 3 is common and power of 3 first is half and second is 3 square. Now we have to add the power by using our indices formula, that is this one, a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m plus n. Here power is half and 2, so we are adding power of 3, that is 3 raised to the power 1 by 2 plus 2. What is the addition of this power? Yes, 5 by 2. Now we see the next. Here a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m into n. We just multiply the power of a. Here taken the example under root of 2 square is equals to. Now here under root is nothing but 2 raised to the power half, and here whole power of 2 under root is 2. Now by our rule we have to multiply the powers. Here we get 2 raised to the power half into 2, and we can easily see here 2 get cancelled in the power and remaining is 2 raised to the power 1. So our answer is 2 raised to the power 1. Now under root of 2 square is 2. Similarly, if we are taking any number in the under root and taking the power 2, that is under root of any number square is equals to a. You got the point? Yes. Power 2. Third, ab whole raised to the power m is equals to a raised to the power m into b raised to the power m. That is, if we have given the number in the form of product and whole raised to the power any term, that is m, then we can separate their power, that is first term power into second term power. Now we see the example. Here I have taken 2 into 3 bracket square and we apply this rule. By this rule we get 2 raised to the power 2, because our first term is a is 2, into second term power, that is 3 raised to the power 2. Whole common power is 2, that's why I am separating power 2. We know 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. Take the product, it is 36. And we directly take the bracket product, then what will happen? Yes, it is 6 and whole square is 2. So it is 6 square equals to 36. You got the point? Fourth, a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m minus n. That is, a remains same in numerator and denominator, but power may be different. You just have to take denominator term power and subtract it from numerator power. Then we get a raised to the power m minus n. Now we see example. Here 5 raised to the power 100 divided by 5 raised to the power 10. If we subtract the power, then we get 100 minus 10. So the power of 5 is 5 raised to the power 90. This is our simplified answer. Fifth one, a by b raised to the power m is equals to a raised to the power m divided by b raised to the power m. That is, if we have the term in the form of division and their common power, then we can separate their powers also. For example, 2 square into 5 by 4 bracket square. Here 5 by 4 bracket square, I am separating the power, we get 5 square divided by 4 square. And we know that 4 square is, yes, 4 is nothing but 2 square. So I am writing 2 square into 5 square divided by this 2 square. 4 is nothing but 2 square, 4 square. Now, by the rule of indices, we can take the product of 2. So we get 2 square 5 square divided by 2 raised to the power 4. And now we are using the fourth formula, fourth law of indices. We get here 2 square, and this numerator power I am shifting denominator, then it is 4 minus 2, that is 2. So it is our answer. And we can take again the same fifth law there, 5 by 2 whole square, because 6. Any term raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. That is, a raised to the power 0 equals to 1, and we instead of a you can take any number. Here I have taken 1000 raised to the power 0. 1000 is big number, but power is 0, so any number raised to the power 0 is 1. Similarly, 99 raised to the power 0. Seventh formula, that is 0 into a equals to 0. That means if we have take 0 into any number, then product will be 0. And the eighth formula says that 1 raised to the power any number. A is denoted any number, real number. So here 1 raised to the power any a, then we get 1. For example, here I have taken 1 raised to the power 1000. But 1 raised to the power any number is 1. So our answer is 1. For example, these are some practice questions. You try this question and write the answer in the comment section. And similarly, if you have any doubt related to this type of questions, then you can write in the comment section. I will try to solve your doubts also. Thank you.